This is the Nick and Justin podcast, episode 23. And obviously, we already know we're going to talk about the NFL draft. I mean, it happened.
Also, we're all back for once, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not gone. You're not gone.
Yeah.
No, we're not leaving.
Yeah, I mean, well, and then we got some NBA playoffs, hopefully, down the line. But
Hopefully.
starting off the NFL draft, I mean,
Not a big surprise that Bryce Young went first.
yeah, that was a clear pick.
CJ
Houston taking C.J. Stroud, I don't know.
I like it. Get your quarterback. I was surprised how he got taken that high. I thought he was gonna, of all the stuff saying people talking about, I thought he was gonna fall. If he fell to 3, the Cardinals would have got so much for that pick.
Mhm.
But the Cardinals had one of the best drafts I've seen. One of the best drafts this past year. They trade back with the Texans, get the Texans' first round pick. And they trade back up with the Lions to get their O-lineman. The Cardinals could have the first 2 picks next year because Kyler Murray's gonna miss most of the year.
Mhm. But in my opinion, I think biggest steal of the draft, easily Jalen Carter.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
And Nolan Smith.
oh yeah, wasn't he round 2?
No, pick 30 though, but the Eagles got him.
Okay, yeah. The
Same
Eagles,
thing.
I think the Eagles and the Panthers honestly came out with like the biggest draft night.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I will say just because of Bryce Young, that's gonna make it like they had a good draft.
Mhm.
I like some of the picks. Bills had a good draft. They got the best guard in the draft.
Yeah, but Jonathan Mingo, he's gonna be a stud.
Jonathan Mingo.
He's from Old Miss.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
He's
They've
gonna
been talking about Keely Ringo. The
no.
Eagles got in the 4th round.
No, he's gonna be a stud. I think.
Maybe stud. What's a draft you did not like?
A pick? I
Yeah,
didn't
or just a team that you thought underperformed in the draft. I didn't like
Falcons.
Falcons.
Picking
Bijan.
Bijan was just a waste.
If he's gonna be that, if they're talking about like what he might be like an all-pro running back, then I think it's worthy enough.
No.
If you get an all-pro player, you gotta take him.
Okay, that's for
Here's
any
the thing, though.
person in the first round though. They can.
Here's the thing.
They're all projected to be really good.
Here's the thing.
No, here's the thing.
No.
is they wasted the pick.
If you have a below average quarterback, what do you need around him? You need a running game around the guy. That's for sure.
I think if you have a below average quarterback, you need a quarterback actually.
I don't know about that, buddy. You're talking like you know quarterback play. All
I
right?
mean, but I kind of do because
No, you don't.
if you ask anybody that knows football, they would all say that Bijan was a waste.
Not if you're Colin Coward. That guy. I do think they took him a little high. I don't think it's a waste of a pick. I think they could have traded down and drafted him. But I feel like if he's going to be that great of a player, if he is a 5-time first, if he's Todd Gurley before Todd Gurley got hurt, then I'm not looking at it as a bad pick. Because Todd Gurley was the...
Okay, but it's a what if moment. That's
I know, but
anybody in the first round.
I know, but why can't it be a what if moment? Like, why can't it be this guy's gonna be a top 5 running back in 2 years? He just is.
That should be that's like saying like anybody in the first round that goes first round is supposed to be really good. So you can't really.
Not like when
I'm
you're
wrong.
hyped up as much as Bijan. The guy's the best running back prospect in Saquon. You gotta take him top 10. He just is. He's the best. He's the best running back. Catch, run, between the tackles, outside the tackles. Tough to tackle too. Just the guy's great. But let's move on. Let's move on though. We don't get heated so early.
Well, I mean, but I think.
Hey, buddy.
Another pick that surprised me.
Did you see? Sorry for cutting you off. Did you see what the Bills did to the Cowboys? So the Bills trade up in the first round.
Mhm.
Oh, Bills signed Latavius Murray. Breaking news, also on the podcast. Let's go. But the Bills traded up because the Cowboys they need a tight end. They lost Dalton Schultz. They don't have a starting tight end. And what happens? The Bills trade up 2 picks, and the Cowboys look demolished.
Mhm.
That was a savage move. That's just a gritty dog move by the Buffalo Bills. But Jahmyr Gibbs going pick 12.
To the Lions, I mean.
I thought that was a little high. I thought he would have been there at 20. They could have traded back.
I think he still would have been there.
The Lions had an interesting draft, drafting Jack Campbell and Jimmy in the first round, but then getting Brian Branch in the second.
I mean, the way I look at it is kind of, I don't know, like, people can say it's too high or too low, but it's the first round of the draft, and you don't know what's going to happen. You saw how many trades there were.
Yeah, it's 43. There's 43 trades on the whole draft.
Yeah, the whole draft. How many in the first round? Wasn't it like
Four or five?
I thought it was
Six?
six. I
What, the
don't know.
Texans traded up,
Eagles.
Eagles, Lions traded back, Jags traded it back, and the Giants traded up. Yeah, like six times.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, either way, I think as long as you pick the player that fits your team, it's not a problem.
Yeah, yeah. And plus, with the Lions, they need players right now that can win, that can play. They're trying to win the division. Jahmyr Gibbs, Jack Campbell, 2 instant stars, and Brian Branch might have been the biggest steal of the draft. And him falling to 45 for the Lions to take, I mean, he should have been a top 30 pick.
I think that's anybody. Like,
Well, but Brian Branch though, he's so versatile. Where he can play slot
Yep.
and safety. That, I mean, I don't know how he fell to pick 45, but what an absolute steal.
Jordan Battle fell pretty far.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of 95th. I mean, it's not really.
Was he not athletic like that? Because like
He's been there for a while. He's been in Alabama for a while.
isn't he like not fast either? He's fast. Like he's actually fast, but like he's not as fast as like some of the safeties are.
He's just solid.
Yeah.
He's just a solid.
Hard hitter.
Yeah, he's just good.
Good ball player.
Yeah. He's not like Ed Reed, but he's like,
Isn't he like very smart? Something
yeah,
like that?
he's been at Alabama since like he's a senior, I think, this year.
What other players fell?
I was surprised kind of at Paris Johnson.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not, just because Kyler Murray said I played with this dude in Call of Duty, so get the guy for me. You know.
Yeah. I mean, they do need an O tackle, but
He can be a franchise change.
he could 100. What is he? 330.
6'6",
6'6",
6'5",
yeah, something like
6'5",
that.
something like that.
I mean, just a monster.
Yeah.
Jahmyr Gibbs we already talked about.
I'm trying to find like the whole draft like order.
Go to. I'm on NBC for it.
NBC.
Yeah. Did we talk about Rodgers?
No, we were not there.
Yeah, I mean, finally getting traded to the Jets after a long visit of the black room for Rodgers, but he finally got traded.
Yeah, finally, but guess what? It ain't gonna help.
Yeah,
He's
I mean, I don't know.
trash bum.
He seems happy though.
He does seem happy. He was at the Knicks game. He was at the
With Lazard, right?
Yeah, he's at the Rangers game
With
at
Lazard, yeah.
Hey, I'm not real confident this is gonna work, but log in with the same password.
Well, there's background noise.
Okay.
I know. But do you know a weird pick I saw
What?
was that the Packers not going for a wide receiver and going with a D end, Luke Van-Esque. I thought they would go Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Okay, yeah, the guy who won 20th, wide receiver
Yeah.
for Ohio State. I mean,
Like,
Green Bay getting a DN.
are they ever gonna take a wide receiver for
No.
a time?
No, absolutely not. I don't know why they keep stacking on their defense.
Because like,
They do it every year.
but they haven't worked that much though. It's like the Bills. The
It
Bills
only
finally,
1 year it worked.
The Bills finally decided not to take a DN for the first time in like 6 years. It feels like with their first round pick, and I finally like it because Greg Rousseau was like the only one that, like, Ed Oliver's been good, but he hasn't been top 10 worthy that he was drafted. But Greg Rousseau's been good. And then you got a bunch of guys. AJ Epinesa, quiet as 6.5 sacks. But
The Packers kind of remind me of a similar Cowboys whenever they draft. Cowboys just take the most unexpected picks.
I take Mozzie Smith. I expected him
When they said Mozzie Smith, I was like, what are they? Nolan Smith was still on the board.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what are they doing?
Well, I did see on a Bleacher Report show, what's his name? Micah Parsons texted.
I saw, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Give me Mozzie.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Also, he was in the draft room with Jalen,
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown.
Joey Porter Jr. falling to 32. I did not see that coming. I thought he'd at least be 20 in the mid 20s.
Yeah.
Will Levis falling.
I mean,
His girl. Did you see his girlfriend? How disappointed she was that he did not get drafted.
a lot of people seemed kind of disappointed.
They kept putting the camera on the poor guy. They kept just shoving it in his face.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was a little. Hey man.
I mean, when I saw, I feel like the QB class this year is kind of difficult because you got Bryce Young, who could 100% be a
top 10 quarterback.
100%.
Just because how he's like.
He's still Drew Brees.
He's Steph Curry.
People like to say
Playing.
he's similar to Drew Brees.
I say that about every small quarterback.
Honestly, I mean, but not really. I mean,
Tua was called Drew Brees. Like, can he be Drew Brees? Left-handed Drew Brees. That's what people say.
I think
But I will say
I
this.
think Bryce Young's the closest to Drew Brees we've seen. He's kind of shorter. He's like the same height as Drew Brees.
Tua's
he's
like
in-
6'1".
What?
Tua's like, I saw
I know.
Yeah.
I don't know what people are talking about.
because he's left-handed and he can't see over 6'7" guys. Bent over. Pause.
No, but Bryce, I think, he has really good like scrambling capability.
Hey, you see him run around. He
I mean,
has the ability to avoid
he's-
sacks.
He's just shifty,
That's what Tua cannot do. Tua will take
Yeah.
a hit.
and then he'll get injured.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unfortunate, but that's how football is now.
But if Anthony Richardson hits on his potential, top 5.
And then,
Correct.
sorry, but Seattle, I mean, now their secondary is just crazy.
Oh yeah,
Devin Witherspoon, and now they have, I mean, their
Paul.
defense is just disgusting.
their corners could be so good in the next 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, if Tariq Woolen keeps playing like this, and then
mhm.
Devin Witherspoon hits his potential,
What did they draft Tariq Woolen at?
5th round.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought he was a steal. Just wanted to make
Christian
sure.
Gonzalez falling to New England though, I think did the smartest thing ever. They saw what the Jets needed was an O lineman, and what did? They called up Pittsburgh, who also needed an O line. That is thank you, Bill. Thank you. But also they got the best corner in the draft. Christian got 1 or 2. You can debate who you like better, Gonzalez or Devin Witherspoon.
I think it's just I don't know because they're both coming out of colleges to where they've had a not bad history, but they've kind of had a shaky history in the last few years.
Who?
Oregon and Illinois.
Illinois never been like the players never even drafted that high.
I'm saying like Oregon though, like they've kind of had some shaky players.
Who's their best player in the past couple years?
Well, their best projected player is Mariota, obviously. He was
Yeah.
supposed to be ridiculous.
You could run that football though. No one's gonna deny you could run the football. But I think with Gonzalez, I don't know if it's true or not, of why he fell in the draft. But I forget what it was. It was like but I'll find it later. But
Somebody who did I don't
someone who did fall in the draft.
Jalen Carter. I mean, he's gonna be he's supposed to be one of the best players in the draft. He probably
Supposed to be the best player in the draft.
he
period.
probably will be, if I'm being honest. I mean,
But
people
the
can say
Eagles-
whatever about his criminal offenses and everything, but
I can say whether or not he's a good man or not, but
he's a ball player.
yeah, he's gonna kill on the football field.
Yeah. I mean, I never really understood why people do that.
The Bears made one of the biggest mistakes trading down. Like just
Because seeing if Jalen Carter's in the draft, he's not that bad of a person to be in the NFL draft. They would kick him out if he wasn't that good of a person.
I like with Houston taking Will Anderson. I like the Will Anderson pick. I'm not gonna bash them because they don't want the guy who
They also had 2 picks back to back.
yeah they don't want the guy who like has question marks. They want the and plus
They
Will
want-
Anderson can be an absolute beast on the football
Oh,
field.
100%.
The guy if he didn't come out last year this year and he came out last year it would have been number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
But
Um,
because he didn't have the best season, he kind of stepped a little back, not fully back. But yeah, Jalen Carter could be one of the best D tackles in the league in the next 5 years. Of course, I hate the Eagles, so that's gonna. They could have. Think about the defensive line in the next couple of years. They could have Josh Sweat, Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis. That's your front. That's your front. And Hassan Reddick.
hmm
You're 5. And you have N'Kobe Dean. And who else? I could care less. And you have if Ringo's able to hit, because he was supposed to be a first round pick, like not
Mhm.
that long ago, like before the draft, not before the draft, but like before the college season started.
Yeah.
But he got torched by Marvin Harrison, and then everything went downhill.
Well, I mean, anybody's gonna
Yeah,
get torched by Marvin.
He's so good.
He's so good. It's actually ridiculous. I've never seen a
I-
receiver so good.
I saw something on Twitter. It was like the Bill. It's like someone posting the Bills draft picks for next year, and all the guys in the comments were like, "Train up for Marvin Harrison Jr. Got 10 picks straight all time."
Do you think he's got first?
For sure. If Caleb Williams has a little step back,
Caleb Williams.
he's gonna be first overall. Caleb Williams.
It's so
The
annoying.
next
because-
Patrick Mahomes.
No.
I mean, it looks like
God no.
him and Drake May. It's gonna be fun. Who wins the Heisman this year?
I think a pick that was kind of a steal was Carolina Panthers taking DJ Johnson at 80. Do you see that man? He is a absolute beast. He's a linebacker who ran a 4.49.
Bills also took the same guy. Who the Bills take? I forget. Pick 91. They took Darren Williams. Love him. You know, can run, can hit, play some. But next Tremaine Edmonds. Let's just say that. But one player that I was a little surprised that did not get drafted in the first round was Michael Mayer. Tight end.
Yeah.
I thought he was going first round.
hmm
At least end of the first round. But no, Dalton Kincaid is the better pick. Buffalo Bill, trade up.
Yeah, how do you feel about the Bills draft? How do you
I
feel?
love it. They got the best guard and best. They might got one of the big. Also, like probably the top 5 steals of the draft. The Bills getting Osiris Torrance. Guard, supposed to be a first round pick, but because he plays only guard, fell down to pick 59. Bills took him. Love it. Finally, get Roger Saffold. I like Roger Saffold. Go ball player. Good ball player for the Bills.
I mean,
Stunk though.
Yeah.
Stunk. He stunk. Could not stand Roger Saffold. Guy was a turnstile.
I still think it's unbelievable that Brian Branch fell that far. I think if Brian Branch, I think
Oh,
if the Lions, I don't know, it's kind of tough to be honest, because the Lions taking
Jimmy Gibbs and
Yeah, Jimmy
Jack
Gibbs.
Campbell.
it's
Two.
kind of tough,
But also, they had a good draft. Even though, if you just look at the players they got, they had a good draft. I mean, their team is a lot better.
yeah.
But also, Hendon Hooker falling to the 3rd round, I did not see. I thought Hendon Hooker at least was going to go end of the 2nd. I did not see him go.
I guess the reason they picked Jameer Gibbs is because they wanted a similar player to Swift,
but
because
just
they just
better.
they
So
just
it's not
traded him.
injured. He's not injured, basically. Swift gets injured too much.
Swift does get injured too much, but I mean, just let Howie do his thing. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Howie's just. I feel like Eagles fans, like Howie was known for being not good,
Oh, people want him gone.
and then when did he start like?
Like 2 years ago.
Okay,
They got
that's what I thought.
Devontae Smith.
That's what I thought. Okay, because I remember people always like made fun of him and stuff because he was not good.
Well, because he drafted Jalen Hurts when no one thought why you drafted Jalen Hurts. You have Carson Wentz.
I mean, I don't think anybody would have done that. If we're being
but
honest,
Howie had a foresight as is if Carson Wentz does not work out, then I got Jalen Hurts backing up.
I
that.
just can't believe how much Jalen Hurts is like evolved. It's ridiculous.
But hey, the coach now for Indy was the coordinator for Jalen Hurts. If he does wonders with Anthony Richardson, that's gonna be scary. Anthony Richardson, if he hits,
But
Oh.
there's so many like prodigy quarterbacks like that.
Josh Allen made them all draft high, man. Josh
That, like,
Allen.
Anthony Richardson, yeah, he's he's Anthony
He's
Richardson.
He's athletically gifted. Did you see his brother? His brother, Anthony Richardson. Guy's a neck tattoo and has a deep voice at age 13. Like a
mean-
sword, like a cross right here. And it has,
And,
and has a deep voice. The guy says sensational. It'd be the greatest thing ever. It's like, sensational.
Anthony Richardson, though, I feel like there's too many prodigy quarterbacks and it's too much of a risk.
There aren't too many.
Uh,
But who would you rather take, that Will Levis or Anthony Richardson?
I mean, that's the thing. Like,
Who do you want more?
Anthony Richardson's the.
Also, I don't want some guy drinking mayonnaise and coffee. Have you seen that video?
Mm-mm.
He just pours 6 scoops of mayonnaise
Mm.
and swirls it around. He just pops it in his mouth and drinks it like it's nothing. Guess think it's a frappuccino. Do you know Jalen Hyatt falling to the 3rd round was a little surprising. Blitnikoff winner.
I don't know who that is.
Remember the guy who caught like 5 touchdowns against Alabama?
What's his name?
Jalen Hyatt. 3rd round.
What pick?
73 to the Giants. You don't remember the Tennessee game this past year where
Wait, hold on, let me see. Oh yeah, God.
Alabama.
Oh, God, not him. Yeah, he was destroying us.
just go deep?
Yeah, go deep and he'll be down there. I mean, I don't know where our coverage was that game. First of all,
Man, when the Blitnikoff.
it was embarrassing. But yeah, I know who that is now.
Yeah, I don't know. It's giving nightmares.
Yeah, that was a really bad game. But I mean, yeah, draft night was great. I watched the first round. Didn't really watch much.
Watch the whole
After
thing.
that.
Watch the whole thing.
I mean,
A kicker going 3rd round. Love it. Jake Moody.
sometimes you can get another Justin Tucker.
I mean, it's the 49ers. They're taking whoever.
They're just taking whoever they can at this point. They don't really care. They're good enough.
They're good enough. Max Duggan, 239 to the Chargers.
Isn't he?
Tied at TCU quarterback.
Yeah, isn't he a Heisman winner?
Runner up in the Heisman. Caleb Williams won the Heisman. He's a
Oh yeah, that's
dog.
right. USC. He's just.
Why you not like? You don't like?
I don't like.
Why do you not
Quarterback-
like him? What's wrong with
He's just like.
the USC man? The man who paints his fingernails.
I think he's just too much of a risk. Again, like I mean.
Really? I don't think he's a risk. He's already like sound. Like the guy.
Like seeing, not a. You can tell whenever someone's, like a good gonna be a star quarterback or not.
Caleb Williams is gonna be a star quarterback.
I think he could be if he
Could.
performs, but I'm saying, for example, Joe Burrow. When you saw him in college, I think everybody knew he was gonna be amazing.
I mean, no one thought he could throw 60 touchdowns though in one college year before LSU, the 2019 year. I mean, he didn't play. He played above average.
He got a Heisman.
Before that year, he was not the same. That 2019 year made him the number 1 overall pick. At best, before that 2019 year, he's at least a 6th round pick.
6th. Okay, that's ridiculous.
Yes, he was. He was not as good. He even said about it. If he would have been number 1 overall, if that he never had that Heisman year.
Yeah, but he did. And
I know he did.
Destroyed.
I know he did, but he was not gonna. He was
You
not.
can say that about anybody. If Tua didn't have that one year, he wouldn't have been.
Tua never made that pass. He would never been the same.
I mean, yeah, true. Well, I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell because either way, Hurts was leaving. So, Burrow. Yeah, I mean,
You know, why don't we get a former colleague of ours? Do you think Joe Burrow would have been number 1 overall pick before that 2019? Before his
no, I
Heisman
never
year?
said that. I'm saying he
I know.
he wouldn't have been a 6th round.
Do you think he would have been
Who else came out in that class?
Tua, Justin Herbert, Jalen Hurts? Do you think he would have gone number 1 if he did not have that 60 touchdown year?
I mean, that's impossible to say. When a guy has 60 touchdowns in his, what would he have thrown? 30 touchdowns, 40 touchdowns?
Exactly. Like, what
I
would he
mean-
throw in the next year in his senior year?
Here's the thing, though. We didn't expect Joe Burrow to throw 60 touchdowns. We didn't expect the LSU Tigers to have one of the best offenses ever in college football.
Okay, but it happened.
I know it happened.
What is your point? What are you trying to say?
Yeah.
I'm just saying
Are
about
you
you.
anti-Burrow?
I'm not anti. Did you not see what happened in the playoffs last year? But no, I'm not. But you're talking about how Caleb Williams is a project. He's not a project.
So I think you're working with a Pac-10 quarterback versus a SEC quarterback, and when somebody can
But
go
also,
into the
wait,
SEC,
Big 12
dice
quarterback, too.
up the
Big 12
Georgia
quarterback.
Bulldogs can dice up
Exactly.
Alabama defenses on their road to 60 touchdowns, and even
Yeah, I'm not denying that.
SEC.
Just talking about.
You're right. It's the Pac-12 now, not the Pac-10.
No,
Showing my age.
no, you forgot that Caleb Williams was also in Oklahoma. Forgot about that. He was in Oklahoma. Big 12.
So your point is that Caleb Williams is a without doubt number one next year.
Oh, yeah.
I think you're going to see for the foreseeable future.
I mean, teams are tanking for Caleb Williams. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, but I don't get why.
If
He's-
you watch him play and just see how
But there's
He's-
so many quarterbacks like him nowadays. I feel like to where it's just
they just don't move like it though. You
Anthony
got-
Richardson.
there's
Rit-
two types of teams in the NFL: those with the number one quarterback and those without.
Yeah.
So everyone's going to do everything they can to get who they
I
think is going to
think-
be a number one.
I think if he performs how he's supposed to, he's gonna be a great player. But
Yeah.
I personally, if I was a GM, he's too much of a risk.
That's why not GM.
It's true.
I mean, everybody said Howie shouldn't be a GM when he drafted Hurts,
I mean,
and then
they
look
said
what
it
happened.
cost him once in the team. I mean, no one thought Carson Wentz was going to be that bad that 2020 year. And that was a bad year. They could have won the division at 7-9. I mean,
When was the last? Who was the last USC quarterback? Sam Darnold.
yeah, it's talking, but
Exactly.
Talk-
That's my whole point.
USC is not known for their number one quarterbacks.
whoa,
Exactly.
whoa, Carson
Except for-
Palmer,
Except for Carson Palmer.
Mark Sanchez, the franchise,
Mark Sanchez. Get outta here.
2-time AFC conference appearances.
Yeah, what
Get
would-
it, and the
give me-
Buffalo.
I would love to see on that year their
Whoa.
points per game. How many yards did he throw? They had one of the dominant
forgetting about one guy.
defenses of all
You're
time.
forgetting about you're forgetting about one quarterback, Matt Barkley, former Buffalo Bill quarterback. What are we talking about?
What's up with you and USC? You a fan of USC?
No, I'm just saying Matt Barkley. I just know quarterbacks. All right, Matt Leinart,
I know quarterbacks quite a bit, and I'm saying this is
Sam Donald
USC doesn't have a. What did Sam Darnold do?
won a Rose Bowl. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm talking about in the NFL.
Almost won a division with the Panthers. What are we talking about?
Oh, with the Panthers. I mean, who's in their division now?
I mean, Tom Brady was in the division last year.
Yeah, and how good was he?
Good year. He had a good season, Tom
I
Brady.
don't know if this is the hill you want to die on.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I'm just playing along. I'm playing along with it. Who's the coaches again? They had who's the guy from Ole Miss? Coach Ole Miss. Lincoln. No, not Lincoln Riley. They had Lincoln Riley. Had he went to Alabama. What's the heck's his name?
Wait,
Ole
for
Miss.
what?
Who's the Ole Miss coach for football?
Right now?
Yeah,
I think I know.
former coach with Alabama.
Yeah. I forget his name. I know it's
He always like talk smack in the pregame.
Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
Lane Kiffin was a coach there. He was an absolute dog. Well, there's some
How did we
good.
go over to Old Miss?
What?
How did we go over to Old Miss?
Talking about former coaches for USC.
Ah, okay.
Juju Smith-Schuster was a wide receiver there. They had. I forget who was the other
Juju.
one.
Juju's a joke.
Whoa.
That man's literally a
Well,
clown.
a guy beat a Penn State team that had Allen Robinson, Mike Gesicki, Saquon Barkley.
He
Sean.
single-handedly beat
transfer
them
co-
with just
He was
him.
on a team that beat them.
Exactly.
Sam Donald's the reason why.
Exactly. Just how the Super Bowl went with him. He did nothing. Well, actually, he did kind of do
Made the
something.
best play of the year.
Yeah, he kind of did do something. This Super
Tug
Bowl,
the
but-
shirt, get the call, win the game.
But still, he's probably one of my least favorite players in the NFL. if I'm being
Why?
honest. He's just a clown.
You're a clown.
This guy.
This guy. I have a name, excuse you. Mr. Colligan.
You really like defending Juju, don't you?
Defending great players. That's what I'm doing.
Didn't he? Wasn't he on the team that beat the Bills, in the playoffs?
What team that beat? He didn't beat no Bills in the playoffs. He's on the Patriots.
Chiefs.
He's on the Patriots. What are you talking about?
The Bills lost in the first round
No, he's not.
in wild card, or whatever.
No. Nelson. Jeez, get your facts up, buddy.
Sorry, I'm not a Bills fan.
I'm sorry. You're not keeping up with data. They lost to the Bengals.
Either-
Juju Smith-Schuster's on the Patriots. Those are two completely different teams. One has a cat, one has a soldier. I'm knocking things over by accident.
Either way, Bills lose every year in the playoffs. So I knew
Jeez,
something.
buddy. Not this year. Von Miller coming back. Texas A&M alumni.
I knew they lost somewhere in there. I just had to figure
You
it out.
have Ed Oliver, Houston. He's a Cougar. Then you have, what's Houston's name? Then we have Greg Rousseau. You know what he went? Miami. UW. You got a bunch of players. AJ Bonessa was Iowa. Come on now. I can name these players like the back of my hand. Matt Milano, Boston College. Thought I could name that? No, I don't know how I could. Davis White, LSU, Florida, Kyrie. Got a lot of players.
Mhm.
You know what I can highlight? Iowa. Kirk's Dogs. Can't even fight back, can you?
I'm just letting you go.
It's like, well, watch out for
All
Mark
right.
Sanchez coming with the butt fumble running through the hole.
Who was that against? He was on the Jets.
Patriots.
Yeah, Patriots. That
Okay.
was embarrassing.
Yeah. Got Malcolm Butler picked off. Biggest interception.
Yeah, I mean.
But I don't know why.
All right, NBA playoffs. How we?
Sixers and 4. What are we talking about?
Sixers and 4. Thank you.
I said Celtics and 4.
Oh, I thought you said Sixers.
No.
But
slip up there. But
to be honest, I would like
Embiid's
people.
hurt.
People can say whatever they want about the Celtics barely making it past, but the
Yeah,
Celtics
fair.
always find a way to
Right.
beat the Sixers in the
Forgot,
playoffs.
forgot USC quarterback JT Daniels.
Who?
4 and 5 star recruit JT Daniels. Transferred like 6 times already.
Oh, 6 times.
Yeah.
He's a good, really good resume.
Last year's on WVU, West Virginia. He's transferred 3 times, but he went to USC. Then he was with Georgia. Sling the Pinks kid. West Virginia. But yeah, let's get to the NBA playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, Celtics are definitely gonna win,
Thank
without
you.
a doubt.
Thank you.
I mean,
Embiid's hurt.
I'm a Sixers fan, but even if Embiid was not hurt, I feel like the Celtics just always find a way to beat the Sixers.
Yeah, because we're that team. And,
Yeah, we'll see.
we'll see. What are you talking about? Bum.
I'm disappointed that the Warriors won. I
I
wanted
want-
the,
yeah, I
I
wanted-
wanted
I
the
wanted
Kings to
Sacramento.
win.
Curry, though. Curry going for 50. He's
Curry's just never gonna retire. I don't think he can just. I feel like he's always gonna be able to shoot.
Play till he's 60.
He can always just. He's just gonna always be able to shoot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really wanted the Kings to win. That would have been really cool to see them win.
But we do have Warriors Lakers now.
Yep, LeBron.
How many
versus-
times we get LeBron versus it? I'm sick and tired of the matchup. Except not this time.
If they're the
but
same position, I would think differently.
this was the final still, I'd be like, oh my god, someone win.
If it was Cavs LeBron, then it
I
would be.
mean, right now LeBron's playing like great basketball right now though. Guy's playing like he's
The whole
28.
Lakers team is.
The Lakers team is cooking right now.
Yeah, they're cooking.
Cooking. They're skipping. They're skipping
Like if
past
I were
the
to pick a
defense.
team I want to see win, I want to see the Suns, but now Durant's on there, so like
They might lose the Nuggets in the second round.
everyone's saying that. Yeah,
I mean Jamal Murray going for 30.
I just want to see Chris Paul get a ring. That's all. And Devin
screw
Booker.
Chris Paul. The guy's a clown.
And Booker.
Guy's a dirty player. Tackles people. Joking. He's not dirty. Sometimes.
I think Booker has like plenty of chances that
Dude,
he's young.
Booker's so nice with it.
In the
Oh my
playoffs.
God.
He's just
He's
disgusting.
smooth. He's like smooth like butter.
Um,
Because he's skipping down the court.
yeah, I don't really have any predictions who's gonna win the finals.
Me either. I don't know who's gonna win it. It's the first time in history where all 8 seeds have a position. The 8 and the
Quarterfinals.
yeah. Because the Jimmy Butler.
I mean,
Are they in the Eastern Conference Finals? The Heat.
Jimmy Butler got injured.
I know. He still was practicing his corner 3 though.
Oh, is he like still gonna play?
Oh yeah. There's some.
If
There's
he's
some.
still gonna play,
They
then,
might rest him for game 2.
because Butler in the play, like he's like it's
Oh
actual.
my god, guy did a step back
It's not fair.
2 shot with dropping 56.
It is not fair. I mean, everybody knew Butler was good, but I feel like he's.
He becomes Michael Jordan in the playoffs.
Yeah, I feel like he's just best version right now.
Oh my god, every playoffs he is. I mean, last year in Game 6 against the Celtics, he dropped 47. It looked like LeBron in Game 6, like 2012.
Yeah, but the problem is I feel like whenever he drops high points, they never win just because his team never helps him.
Not last time. Dropped 56.
Oh, well, what was the one game before? I'm pretty sure in that series he dropped like a good amount of points, and
He dropped 40. He dropped 40 points. Game 5.
and then did they win or
won.
lose?
They won because they closed down in 5. But yeah, Jimmy Butler's a dog. Like you're just not gonna be able to stop
He's
him.
not fair.
It's not fair. It's like
It's like
I'm
Devin
wa-
Booker.
It's like I'm watching myself. Play
Well, actually, no,
basketball.
he's definitely better than Devin Booker in the playoffs.
I'm like,
I
Devin
think.
Booker's been on fire. You know Devin Booker's got like has like the most 40-point games in Suns
Yeah,
history
he's 6 games.
in like 2 years of the playoffs.
It's not. Yeah, I mean,
It's like watching myself.
okay.
What?
It's
Just
like the amount of yards Caleb Williams will throw in the NFL.
1,000?
40.
Jeez. What's up with you and Caleb Williams? You don't like the guy something?
I just don't. I'm not a fan
Disrespectful.
of project quarterbacks.
You know, why Drake May?
I don't even know who that is.
Top 5 pick, Drake May? You don't know who that is? UNC quarterback?
Yeah,
Guy-
that's probably why I don't know who it is, because it's another USC quarterback.
UNC.
Oh,
Jeez
UNC.
Louise.
I thought you said USC.
Got the U's mixed up.
What draft class was he?
This year's draft? Not this year's, but upcoming draft class.
Okay.
He's gonna him and Caleb Williams battle out for Heisman.
Okay.
Okay. What are you talking about?
I mean, even if I don't, it's tough for Caleb because
So,
he
it's
definitely
tough.
he definitely can be great
It can
and
be
amazing, but I'm saying he's just too much of a risk.
just too much. He was 10th in Heisman voting last year. Drake May.
But yeah, back to NBA playoffs. Let's probably should wrap it up.
We should wrap it up. It's cutting close. You know who Drake May is? You know who Drake May is?
Exactly.
Clown. Jeez, you guys not watch college football, son?
Oh no, we do.
Oh, you do?
Well, I do.
I'm not able to watch it nearly as much as I once did.
Cause you got a job.
I got a job and I got kids.
Oh, I know who that is.
Drake May?
I don't know what I was thinking. UNC is a different college, but yeah, North Carolina. I know who that is. I know.
This guy even knows stuff.
No, I
It's
don't.
a
I was
different
getting
college.
confused, man.
But who
I was-
you got in the playoffs though? Who you got in this rounds? Heat. How much games do you think the Sixers Celtics? Who you got?
I think it was 5 games. And then Celtics win.
I think it's 6.
5 or
Celtics.
6 games.
I think it's 2-2 series.
I
but then
want the
Boston
Sixers
wins
to
next
win,
year.
obviously, but I mean the Celtics always find a way to beat the Sixers, unfortunately. But
Think about the
Heat,
bubble.
Heat
Sweat them.
Nuggets.
If Embiid's out for 2 games,
Or
I
not
don't think this. Sixers win it. But yeah, Heat Knicks. Who you got?
I said Nuggets, Knicks. I meant Knicks. I'm not doing too good.
Discombobulated today.
Yeah,
Surprised you even said that.
honestly.
Discombobulated.
I mean the Knicks making this run is kind of cool, but it's gonna get shut down.
I think Heat in 7.
You think it goes 7? I
It
got
just
Heat.
seems Heat Knicks.
I got Heat in 5. I got Heat in 5.
Lakers Warriors.
I mean it's.
It's going 7. It has to go 7.
I think the Warriors come out with it.
In how many games?
Probably. I'm gonna say. Wait, who's home first?
Warriors.
And then do they end being home? They do, right?
Yeah.
Isn't
'cause
it?
it's- Yeah. No. What?
What is it? 2-2.
2-2. 1-1-1.
So if Game 6 is in LA, which it would be, right?
Mhm.
I guess it could go 7. If
I got
if Game
Game
6 was in Golden State, I think it would definitely be wrapped up in Game 6. But yeah, I mean 7 makes sense to me.
I don't know who's gonna win the series. I kept going back and forth on this.
I don't think it's gonna be the Lakers.
I'm gonna go Warriors in 7.
Yeah.
Then Nuggets, Suns.
That one's. I think this is the best series out of all of them.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's gonna be the tightest series, like the closest.
Tightest. Oh, we got like 2 series going 7. I think I have. So that's gonna be.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be the funnest series to watch.
funnest series. Who you
Yeah.
got then?
I don't even. You go first. I'm still thinking.
Nuggets in 6.
I got.
Jokic.
I think I got the Suns.
Jokic is about to eat like he's never ate before.
I think the Suns just have more weapons.
They don't got enough depth though. That's the problem.
Yeah, they have no depth.
I mean, Lane.
Their starting
Landry
lineup's all they
Shaman.
got.
I remember watching that guy on the Sixers.
Yeah, he was.
That was a sharpshooter though. I
Um,
think I dunked on that going in his career.
but I think their starting lineup will outperform and just
Yeah.
destroy.
But thank you for listening to the Nick
Yeah.
and Justin podcast.
Yeah. We'll be back next time.
Yeah,
See ya.
maybe.